the brain.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer
Ich
the
glaube,
first one.
in dem Spiel geht es
I'm
wirklich
not a
nur
journalist, I'm a
um
doctor.
A doctor, you
Smaltalk,
say?
Alter.
It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy
Irgendwas
Crane?
von der
She's a
Kehrtloch.
colleague of mine.
Was du vorerzähle?
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her.
Oh,
One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
alles klar, Langer. Hört sich gut an. Was machst du hier, Langer?
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I
Ich will
want, and
alles wissen.
sometimes even more.
Ich bin so neugierig,
Sod
Leute.
off.
Ich bin voll neugierig.
According to you, physicians
aber-
are scarce in this part of town.
Geh, was?
Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighbourhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Okay.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering
Okay.
for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks.
Du
I'm their
Boot
muscle.
Boys.
Their dirty work.
Ah, machst du Drecksarbeit. Überleben ist ein Naturgesetz. Sie hätten sich weigern können. Sie sind ein Krimineller.
Most
Hätte
people
ich
don't
arbeiten
become
können, ne?
thugs when unemployed.
So, morgen.
This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Scheiße, die
Do
haben
you really
doch
think he's the
Meinung.
poor victim here?
Ja, aber-
Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Ja, da haben wir wieder was Neues rausgefunden. Cool. Aber überall finden wir was raus.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Allemal. Ja, normal. Normal. Was gibt's hier? Gibt's hier was? Da ist auch noch Unbekannte. Ja, normal. Musst du kriegen, kannst du kriegen.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
Kann
I'd
ich
like to
dir
ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be
Ich bin
quick,
Dr. Reed,
though
aber-
I usually get
Alles
paid when I open my mouth.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She
Okay.
came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Kommt von
Dorothea
Rumänien.
helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Kommt von Rumänien rüber nach England. Ja, normal.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed,
Epidemic.
or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Echt? Ja, Karriere birgt viel Gesundheitsrisiko.
Considering your
Ja, normal. Du
line
musst
of
kicken.
work,
Du
I
kannst nicht
assure
alles
you
machen.
it is only a matter of time before
Ja,
you
ich
have
gehe da.
health
Ja,
issues.
normal.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's
Wir haben auch kein
important.
Geld. Normal.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me?
Springschlager, Kunden.
If you knew the men I deal with, their
geht
health
nicht.
would not be what you'd worry
Das geht nicht,
about.
Leute. Das geht echt nicht. Ja, so. So. Erzählen Sie mir
Tell
von
me about
sich.
yourself.
Are you joking with
Erzähl mal
me?
ein bisschen.
People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in
A
your
little
life.
conversation.
I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Gut, HA wieder. Ich verurteile Sie nicht. Versuchen Sie, eine andere Arbeit zu finden. Ihre Entscheidung, Ihren Körper zu verkaufen. Im Endeffekt ist es Ihre Entscheidung, Ihren Körper zu verkaufen. Im Endeffekt verurteile ich Acraze echt. Und es können ja immer noch trotzdem coole Leute
I
sein.
always
Also
thought
ganz
I
ehrlich,
was the master of my own.
verurteilt nicht immer gleich die Leute ohne
But
Witz.
now I know we
Das ist wirklich so.
have control over
Vielleicht nur noch nach dem Äußeren.
I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not
Yes.
only for me.
Ohne
I have
die
good reasons
Person
to need
einfach
this money
dahinter zu
quickly.
kennen.
But it is not your concern.
Finde ich echt schwachsinnig. So, das war's dann eigentlich
Goodbye,
auch wieder
miss.
mit der
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Normal macht das Beste draus, Junge. Hat ja da Ware, Erschöpfung. Brauchst du, ey, Mädchen?
Good evening, Christine.
Change your
Entschuldigung,
mind,
Christina.
Mr. Reed?
Do you need any
Aber du brauchst
assistance?
Hilfe.
It depends on the price of your medicine.
Mies, Dreckige, keine
I will
Mies.
see you later.
Ja, normal, ich hab keine
Goodbye.
Medizin. Mies.
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Ich hab keine Medizin, Junge. Dreckige Mist. Aber wir müssen ja eigentlich den Typ da finden. Eigentlich. Ja, normal. Warte, du da. Wer ist denn das? Hallo, Typ.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not
Ich wollte den gar nicht.
apologize, my son.
Den wollte ich jetzt gar nicht.
Father Tobias Whittaker is always happy to
Ich
teach
wollte dich
mortals
nicht
about the
aussprechen.
incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist?
Ich wollte dich aber nicht aussprechen.
You are much more lost than I thought, my
Ich
son.
wollte dich echt nicht aussprechen. Ich wollte den Hintertraum aussprechen. Aber nicht dich, oder? Ja, aber jetzt,
What do
da
you
man
mean
dich schon mal an der
when you
Strippe habe,
say
würde
that
ich
I
mal
am more
behaupten.
lost than you thought?
Talk
All
mal ein bisschen mit dir.
scientists are entangled in a world of
Mal ein
causes
bisschen.
and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Ich glaube nur an Fakten.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on
Ich glaub halt nur an
facts,
Fakten,
not on
Laura.
superstition.
Es geht halt nicht anders da. Es geht nicht anders da. Ist das
What do you mean
schlecht?
when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
Ich höre.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening
Ich
to
höre.
so
Komm, erzähl.
As a doctor, you must be aware
Erzähl mir
of the
Hals Ohr ab,
decimating
Langer.
epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
Gute
The
Energie.
beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Oh. Sorry, Mikrofon. Ja, normal. Ich ein bisschen aufpassen. Nicht, dass ich jedes Mal dort das Mikrofon wegkicke. Ja, normal. Was ist Ihr Plan? Komm, hau
And what would be
raus.
your answer to this biblical
Hau
We
raus.
must fight the disease
Lamar.
before this legion outnumbers us.
So, das ist
But not with scalpels and microscopes.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Ah, alles klar. Alter, so einer bist du. gleich mal anstecken, oder was? Was ist mit dir los, Mann?
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan
mit dem Typ
concerning
los?
the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Die Wissenschaft ist unsere einzige Hoffnung. Doch wo ziehen sie Grenzen? Wir leben im 20. Jahrhundert. Ist schon so. Ja, die Wissenschaft ist unsere einzige Hoffnung. Oh, ich mich mehr. Ja, normal. Schmeckst mich richtig, lieber nicht. Lieber nicht, ich gönn das nicht mehr. Ich gönn das echt nicht. Wow. Ah, und gleich verkackt, Alter, beim Langer. Ja, normal. Hauptsache verkackt, Alter. Sind ihm Verwandten geblieben? Ey, ich hab eigentlich gar keinen Bock auf die
Any family left in these
Ja, normal.
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son.
Alles schwitzig.
He is so devoted. I
Ziemlich
sent him
warm.
to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Wohin haben sie ihn
Where
gesandt?
did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Okay, neue Untersuchungen mit dem
You sent him on some
Typ.
preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Geil. Okay. Persönliche Fragen? Da gibt's nix.
Do you know
Ich
Nurse
muss
Dorothy Crane from
Dorothy
Pembroke Hospital?
Crane.
I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Ja, aber sie will keine Krankenschwestern. Weshalb hassen sie Schwester Dorothy? Was Menschen, Junge,
Why do
hä?
you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what
Okay.
happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
Ja, aber das ist doch kein Grund, eine Frau zu hassen, ne? Also,
So you're not exactly a fan
oder
of
generell
Florence
Krankenschwestern.
Nightingale's
Also,
work.
ich meine, sie will
Nurses are
ja
essential for modern health.
beleidigen.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients.
Aber sie will ja halt
It's
auch Leuten helfen,
obvious
ne?
only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Ja, normal. Absurd. Musste Ige, haltst du jetzt?
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Bin ich jetzt fertig mit dem Typ? Typ, wo ist der andere jetzt hingelaufen? Junge, Typ, da unten steht er. Ja, dann wollte ich eigentlich auch quatschen. Dann wollte ich eigentlich auch
Excuse
quatschen.
me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to
Ja, normal, jetzt haben wir da. Und da ist der Typ gefunden.
You could help me
Nice.
since you're a journalist.
Ja, normal.
My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed,
Dr.
the famous
Reed.
surgeon.
Ja,
I'll
Mann,
gladly
der
help if I'm
berühmte
able,
Chirurg.
sir.
Ich bin der berühmte Doktor. Guck ich danach. Über
I
eine
heard you're
geheime
investigating an
Apotheke.
underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you
Okay.
care?
Ja, eine Schwester ist Machenschaft verwickelt. Das ist vertraulich. Ich interessiere mich für das Gesundheitswesen. Ja,
I'm a
normal.
doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything
Doktor.
involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that are involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named
Kompliment. Du
Darius?
musst
I don't
sagen.
know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Er hat keine Verwandten. Er geht nie aus. Er geht nie
He
aus.
never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Okay.
He has
Geil.
no relatives at all?
No. Except
Ich
for
zur
that
Ablenkung
strange
ich gerne
man, a
Briefkasten.
poet named Richard.
Ja, ich weiß nicht.
who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercote?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Das ist nice. Ihre Untersuchung in London.
Why are the
Erzähl mal ein bisschen.
newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish
Das
influence?
interessiert mich für alles.
It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
Das ist eine Schande. Das ist kriminell. Das ist nur logisch. Ja, normal. Ja, logisch ist es nicht mehr.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Wird alt. Ja, normal. Keine Angst, nachts vor die Tür zu gehen. Was tun sie nach Sonnenuntergang hier? Gibt es hier keine Arbeit für Migranten?
What is a journalist
Eine
doing in
Frage,
this
einfach nur
borough
abchecken.
after sunset?
He goes where none of
Man
his
muss so alles
colleagues
wissen.
would dare to go,
Leute.
to inform the country.
Man muss alles wissen, Leute. Sie riskieren ihr Leben für die Wahrheit.
So you risked your life to reveal
Wer
the
macht
truth.
das nicht?
I saw many reporters do the same.
Wer macht das nicht, Leute?
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Yeah,
That's quite honourable.
Dafür.
But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Yeah, nice. Ich muss was trinken. Ja, normal.
Have
Ich
you
kann auch nicht
any
vor die Tür
idea
zu gehen.
of the danger you face in these
Ich muss
streets
ja alles
at
mal
night?
fragen.
I've had to
Alles
run
hier noch
to the light
fragen.
more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
Es gibt eine rationelle Erklärung. Mein Rationalismus wurde erschüttert. Es ist nicht bloß eine Epidemie. Es
I'm
ist eine
convinced there is more at work here than a simple...
Epidemie. Nein, da ist mehr.
To be honest, I could say the
Da
same.
ist mehr,
Some
Leute.
of the sick I saw or heard of.
Da ist mehr.
What happened to them?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't
Christina
find any
Popper.
other work. Do you believe her?
Of
Weißt du, wie
course
ich
I
meine?
do.
Ich will
Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change,
Nice.
Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Ja, Mann. Aber ich meine, es gibt ja schon mittlerweile länger bei uns hier. Mit Frauenwahlrecht.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Ja, normal. Ja, geil. Haben wir schon mal der Typ gefunden. Normal. So. Jetzt müsste man mal nach dem anderen Typ Ausschau halten. Aber... Ja. Musst kicken, kannst du klicken. Sind wir da in der Garten? Was ist es? Ist erschöpft. Die andere schreie wieder rum. Geht's wieder voll ab. Da hinten, in diesem Sinne, Leute, ich mache jetzt langsam den Schluss hier. Ich würde sagen, ich speichere ab hier. Und ja, mal schauen, wann wir dann wieder weiter zocken mit VampYr.